Hello. What is up, everybody? How's it going? Man, I feel all rusty. I'm like, what do I have to do again? Oh, right, all this stuff I have to do to get set up. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Let me just get... Of course, I forgot one thing. Just a moment, please. Doop. Hold on. Let me just get this going. I hope you guys are doing well. You almost forgot what I looked like. I know, right? It's been forever, guys. Forever. Okay, hold on just a second. Forgot to put this little thing up here and then put that over here. I really should record one day, like, all the things I have to do to, like, get the stream ready. Because I think that'd be kind of fun, right? Like a little behind the scenes action. Because if I don't, I really need a checklist because I forget. Like if I go like a week without doing it, I forget. Oh, right, I gotta have all these different things open that I didn't open up. All right. Let's check in real quick here, and then we'll jump into other fun stuff. First of all, though, hello everyone. I'm glad to be back. It's good to be back. I was out all last week. Yesterday was just a weird week. Oh, first of all, real quick, does everything sound okay? Because things got all wackadoodle. Like there was an update for this program and an update for that computer, and I'm like, oh god, I don't know if the volumes are all the same or if anything changed. I did a little test right before we started, but please let me know if anything sounds low, weird, anything looks weird. You probably noticed that the camera angle's a little bit different because I have this giant 32-inch monitor that just takes up the entire desk now. Anyways, that's what we got going on there. Okay, so let me just get these going. Poor Barty Bot. Okay, I just turned the alerts on. Thank you, Dylan. Yeah, I saw George's thing and it reminded me. So that will happen in just a second. I'm gonna replay that in just a moment. Okay, so Barty Bot's going. There we go. Okay, we got that going. Anyways, I was out all last week, guys. For those who paid attention or hi, thank you so much, Russ, for your cheers. Appreciate, my friend. Appreciate? Preach. I'm making up new words all the time, everybody. So last week I was out because our little girl Charlie got a little sick. And so it was our first time dealing with her being sick. And it really wasn't like anything like, I don't know. I think if anybody here, is a parent, I think it's just like a rite of passage. Like you having your first child get sick for the first time is like a experience that you've never had before. And it's not to say like we were like crazy or we were like, oh my God, our kid is so sick. It was just more of like, you feel a little helpless because you can't ask what's wrong, at the age that she's at. You can tell, like she had a fever and then she had some other things pop up. And the worst part was not knowing what it was. And then, of course, with everything that's going on right now with COVID, you immediately start to think about the worst thing in the world. Like, oh no, what happened? Like, is this COVID? Like, what happens if it is? Anyways, all these things happen, right? So for me, I'm always like, I keep cool, calm, and collected in these like moments of craziness. I thank that to my like many years at Disney in operations. And Mary, of course, rightly so, was freaking out as well. So anyways, it was just a week of a little bit of higher stress for all of us, and really just recovery for her. She it took her a few days to start to feel 100% again and kind of get back to her normal self. So long story short, too late. That's why I wasn't here last week. So thank you all so much for your kind words and your understanding. But I'm back. Charlie's napping. We're back in business, guys. Hey-o! There we go. Woo! 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 We're back. Woo! Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. Let's get to it. Tom, hello. You're first in here. Good to see you. Your quote, another Jack Handey. I love it. Okay. Whenever someone asks me to define love, I usually think for a minute. Then I spin around and pin the guy's arms behind his back. Now, who's asking the questions? They're just so good. You never know what's going to come out of Jack Handey's brain. So great. Thank you, Tom, for that quote, as always. Russ, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Martin, hello. Good to see you. Let's see. SBO, hello, is here. Mandy's here. Dylan, of course, is here, as always. Thank you so much for being here, Dylan. Sean, thank you. Let's see. Anybody else need? Let me just also read the thing so I don't. Wait a minute. What was that? Are you playing the piano? Nope. Moving on. Yes, and he still has to sing, plays a lullaby. Nope. Moving on. Did he pre-record the intro music? Nope, I didn't. No, I actually have this cool sound subscription that I have where it's just like all this ridiculous music, and so all of my music comes from there. It's called Epidemic Sound. It's like beautiful. Mwah. Most of the music that I play on here can be found on like, I have like a little hair on my mouth. Can be found on like YouTube or Spotify. If there's like a song you're like, oh my God, I really loved that song, just let me know what it was and I can I can share the info with you so you can find it wherever it is that you listen to your music. Okay, George, I'm going to get to you now. Here we go. So George popped in here, and for some reason it wasn't. For some reason, I did not take care of things like I should. So we're just going to redo this real quick here. All right, George, kaboom!
Well, we're moving on up. Moving on up.
All right, moving on up. Thank you so much, George. Today marks 10 months of knowing everyone and being part of this family. I never imagined how much you guys would help me, and I can say that my life is definitely better because of it. I love you guys, and thank you, Ash, for everything. Gosh, always with the kind words, George. I can't believe it's been 10 months already. Wow. And I'm so glad that you are here. I'm so glad that you found this wonderful group of people. And again, thanks to everybody else, as well for being here and being a part of this wonderful community. So thank you. Love it. Love it. Love it. Hi, Juice. Justin, how are you? Good to see you. And the messengers are here. What's up, Kyle? How's it going? Thanks for joining in. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Yep, we got the alerts taken care of. Posture check. Yep, okay. I'll do that in a second. And then the wheel of accents and impressions. Boom. Kicking it off. I've made a few adjustments. Not adjustments, just the way I'm going to do it. Because I did it the last time and it was cool, but like, I think I have something that's going to make it a little bit more fun. I think. We'll see how it goes today. Glad to have you back. It's weird week when there are no streams. Oh, thank you. I felt weird too. I was, it was weird not streaming. It's like not being able to hang out with you guys. It was like, it was a little bit of it was a whole, like, just a mess up to the week, right? So I'm glad to be back as well. Luke's here. How are you? Martexi is here. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. And I think we're caught up. Justin, living the dream. Finished my first week with students and it went really well. Nice. Nice. I have a couple friends that are teachers and man, what a rough time to be happening. It's crazy, but kudos to you for doing it. And all the teachers out there, thank you so much for what you do. I can't even just imagine the times right now that we're in and having to deal with it's like, teachers really are here to just educate and really take care of the kids, right? And the students. But then there's all this other like background garbage that is being dealt with, right? All the politics and the blah, blah, blah. And it's bleh. So it's just great, that you're out there helping to take care of our kids in whatever madness we're dealing with at the moment. So thank you for that. Also, lots of craziness happening in the world. Well, we'll get into that in a second. I don't really know much about a lot of the things, but like just some things that really like hit the heart a little bit. So I just wanted to share kind of some of the topics, but maybe get some of you guys get your thoughts on it as well. Martin, still new, definitely. Thanks for the advice. Of course, anytime. Glad I could help you out with whatever random words of advice I can give you. Ahmed, have you played Red Dead Redemption 2? I got it yesterday. I played the first one all the way through. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Whoa! The second one, I started it, and for some reason, I don't know what it is about it, but I just couldn't get as hooked on it. And I don't know if anybody else has had this trouble that's played both 1 and 2, but the second one just didn't, like, suck me in as much as the first one. And I really feel like I would love it. The other problem is it's on the console. So I have Red Dead Redemption 2. Both of them I've played. They're on the PlayStation. And my time on the console is just so limited because I play so much on the computer. So that's probably another reason why it's not as high priority. Let's see. Anything else? Heard Pepsi want to collaborate after that TikTok of yours? Oh, God. Sure. Yeah, right. What a disaster. Listen, guys, you all know me, and you know me. You know that I just, like, am not a big fan. Like, TikTok is great. I think TikTok is great. Let me just put this out here. I think TikTok is wonderful for the content that it gives out. Some of the things I've seen on there are hilarious. I've learned some things on there. I think it's a cool thing. It's just not, like, I don't feel like I'm not creative. Even on just YouTube, I'm not creative. So, like, giving me another avenue to like do video things is just like bleh. So anyways, but I was like, you know what? I'll do one of these, see what it's like. I did it. I was like, this was stupid, but whatever. It was fun to make it. It kind of made me feel a little bit more comfortable with kind of having to think about how to do a video on TikTok or like Instagram Reels or any of those things. Um, it's like a weird mindset that I think I have to like practice a little bit to get used to. Um, because it's not like you could just like record something. I mean, I guess you could just record something and put it up, but like if you want to keep it within a certain amount of time, you got to figure out what are you trying to get across, and then how can you do something and then edit it in a way that it's entertaining or informative, whatever. But yeah, Pepsi's like they probably saw that and they were like, no, let's just let's see if we can hide that. Like nobody watched that. But I will say that mango Pepsi Zero Sugar, whatever it's called, it's delicious. I enjoy it. I don't know if anybody else has had it, but it was good. I have a whole pack, and I've drank probably half of it already. It's really great. Tom, good to have you back. Got to go to my meeting. My Tuesday's only on for just a few minutes. Oh, well, Tom, I'm sorry. I probably missed you already, but thank you so much for being here. Thanks for stopping in, and sorry you have to go back to work. Russ loves the second Red Dead. One of my favorite. Oh, wow. See, I need to go back to it. Your words array about teaching when it's normal. I'm a teacher and I teach 5 classes. Each class has 48 students. Woo, that is crazy. Good for you, but that is a lot. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that crowded of a classroom. Yikes. Ugh, so annoying. It shouldn't be that way. You're creative enough? No. Would you believe that I don't have TikTok? Oh, wait, what? Now I'm confused. I think the TikTok would have been more like an IG reel since it's longer. Yeah, that's another thing too, is like there's like I mean, I am older, but also like I don't keep up with that stuff. So even just understanding like the IG reel, and then there's like this whole now YouTube short or whatever it's called. I'm like, come on, how many of these do we need? Can we just have like one? It's so ridiculous. I think they've been quite well for your first ones. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. That actually means a lot coming from you because I think you do a great job. You've always done a great job when I've seen your stories on Instagram, and then I saw some of your stuff on TikTok, and you're great with it. So hearing that from you is wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I had 80 kiddos a couple years ago. It's insane what's expected. Ugh, that's insane. The overcrowding is just obnoxious. I mean, the overcrowding, the lack of money that teachers get. One of my friends was telling me about the amount of money that he spent out of his pocket for his classrooms was just sad. And, teachers don't make enough money, in my opinion. I think they should be like up there with doctors and lawyers, to be quite honest. And, well,
Well, we're moving on.
Hey! Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much for your resubscribe for 8 months. Wow. 8 months. I love it. Thank you so much for being here, as always. So what was I saying? I was talking about right. So hold on, let me just back up just a second here. Because I did mention lawyers. I don't think lawyers should make as much money as they do. In my opinion, most of them are garbage. I feel like there are good ones out there. That are doing the right thing, but there's too many of them that are just ambulance chasers, money, like money hogs, whatever. So I feel like lawyers make too much money. Doctors, I think that's fair. I think people who like have the ability and knowledge to save our lives and mend us as humans, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them making the money. The whole insurance nonsense and how much money that all takes, just that's a disaster. But where I was going was like I feel like teachers, they are like they're the foundation for our children, and we just couldn't survive without teachers. And the fact that they barely make enough money is just so sad. I'm speaking of the US, of course. I don't know about around the world. Maybe there's differences. Maybe teachers get paid more money in other places. I'm assuming our government probably has something to do with the fact that, teachers around here just make garbage money. But anyways, that's just my thought. Let's see. We don't get me started on that. It's so sad that you have to buy that stuff on your own. It's just ridiculous. Like I almost feel like it should be like it shouldn't even be you. It should be like the parents, right? I mean, I guess technically the parents are supposed to be paying because it comes out of the taxes, right? When we pay taxes, and that's where it should be coming from. But it's just sad that, like, of course, we pay this money and it doesn't go where we want it to go. You know, it is what it is, I guess. One day it will be better. I hope. We throw nails out the back of the ambulance to keep the lawyers from chasing us. Oh, God. I can really see you doing that, though, Chris. You'd be surprised how many parents just want a babysitter. Oh, that's so sad. But I do believe you, 100%. I saw it at Disney, and that's a weird thing to say. But the reason I bring that up is because there's guest relations has a program where you can basically you can pay extra money to have a guest relations person kind of be your tour guide around Disney, right? And I would hear stories from some of those tour guides that a lot of families would spend that money because they just wanted to have an extra person there to just basically take care of the kids while the adults had the fun. And I was like, what? It was eye-opening. I was like, are you kidding me right now? It's just sad. It's a sad state of affairs with humanity. It's terrible. But anyways, okay. Let's see. What else did I see? Oh, Martin asked, do I still play World of Warcraft? I do. To be honest, though, I haven't played a lot because I got hooked into Final Fantasy. And I know if you are paying attention to the gaming news, there was a lot of stuff that took place with Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, and World of Warcraft in the last few weeks. And a lot of people kind of made the shift over to Final Fantasy. I had played it, Final Fantasy Online, sorry, to be specific, Final Fantasy 14. I played it a few months back. I was like, let me try it. Let me do some a trial. And the problem was I only gave it a couple weeks, and I barely leveled up the character that I had. It barely got to level 10 or 12 or something. And I was like, this isn't holding me. And also the anime style wasn't exactly up my alley either, And some of the things were a little outlandish. But I realized what they were doing now. It was a little bit of humor, it kind of caters to, I think the audience of Final Fantasy really loves some of that stuff. But at the time I was like, not my thing, not my cup of tea. So I went back to World of Warcraft. And then the hype started back up again just recently because all those people shifting over to Final Fantasy. So I was like, let me give it another try. And I started reading a little bit more about it, and I was like, okay, let me see. And the thing that I learned, and if anybody here is wanting to try it out, you have to get to level 15. In my opinion, level 15 is when you can start the dungeons, and you start getting a few more spells, because levels 1 through 15, woof, rough. As far as you have 2 spells, and it's just bad. But then it starts to pick up a little bit of the pace. What I love about the game is there is a main storyline, and that's really all you have to follow. There are other quests out there, but they recommend not doing any of the side quests because you can save those for when you want to try and level up a different I'll say class, but they call them jobs. So the cool thing about this particular game is that, in World of Warcraft, for example, if you level up we'll say a mage, you do the mage and you level it up to the highest level, which is currently sitting at what are they at? What are we at now? 60, 70? I don't remember anymore. And then if you want to do a different class, then you have to go and start a whole new character, which can be fun, right? You create a new character, pick a new race, pick a new class, pick a new alliance, whatever you want. But with Final Fantasy 14, you can still do that if you want, or you can use your same character, and then you can pick a different job. And then what it does is, let's say, what I've been doing is I've been I leveled up I'm leveling up a white mage, which is a healer. And then I was like, I want to try out a couple other ones. So all you do is you just get the weapon of that particular class or job, equip it, and now you're starting from level 1 of that particular job. But you still have everything else is already still out there that you've already completed and done. And so nothing's changed in the world other than you as that character. It's I want to be a paladin now. Okay, let me grab this paladin weapon and start at level 1, and then boom, now I can level up that particular job. So I really enjoy it. So right now I'm leveling up a white mage, which is the healer, and then I'm leveling up a red mage, which is, in my opinion, one of the coolest class types I've ever played. It's like a mage caster, so it's a ranged damage dealer. Excuse me. But he also has he's got like a fencing sword, and so he can jump into melee, so fighting up close for a little bit, right? It's not his main thing, but anyways, it's like the coolest. I really love it a lot. The red mage on Final Fantasy XIV. If you don't have the game or you don't want to play it, look up some videos or something. Or maybe one day I'll finally play it on streaming. But it's a really fun game. How did we get on topic here? Oh, right, World of Warcraft, yeah. So most of my efforts are now in Final Fantasy XIV, but World of Warcraft is still there. Because on Sundays I play with friends. So on Sundays I have 4 friends that live over in California, and we get into running a few dungeons every Sunday night. So that's the only thing that's really keeping me with World of Warcraft right now. After playing Final Fantasy and how they do their stories and how it doesn't feel like you're grinding. I mean, this may change when I get to like the end game area, but like right now it's just keeping me. The story is so good. I will say Final Fantasy. I mean, I think I would assume somebody here has played at least one Final Fantasy game in your life, and some of the stories of any of the Final Fantasy games are just awesome. And this one is included. I love it. It's really fun. Have a little water. Thank you for the hydrate request, Chris. Whew, I was talking a lot. Need a lot of water there. Martin, your posture check. Here we go. Let me just straighten up. Thank you. I was getting a little Hunchback of Notre Dame going on there. Thank you for that reminder. Oh, now I'm above the camera line. This is the problem. Hold on. If I do the posture thing, then I'm like up higher. But then as I get lazy, and then I start to and then I'm down here again. Okay. You answered the question. Yeah, Final Fantasy is also a subscription. But if you want to play it, you can do a trial, and that trial will last you all the way to level 60. As long as you don't buy something or pay for you have to just keep it as a trial only. You can play all the way to level 60, which is a crap ton of content. So you can play the game for free essentially for a bit until you get to 60, and then it would go into the monthly. Yorkie, how are you? Thanks for sneaking in here. Good to see you. Let's see. Eileen taught a kid how to skip when she was a tour guide, so they parent too. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy the stuff that those tour guides would do. Like, I remember just some of the stories that people would tell about the babysitting that they would do for those kids. It's just nuts. Let's see. Price is similar, but they also have those deals where if you buy it for buy the 6 month and you save a couple dollars a month or something. The cool thing that they did with Final Fantasy though is, because I just had to do my subscription, was if you subscribe for so many months, you get rewards. So they give you cool in-game cosmetic gear. I was like, oh, that's fun. You're giving me something as a reward for subscribing. That's nice. World of Warcraft doesn't. Just kidding. I don't want to turn it into a this game versus that game, but Yorkie, just hope I didn't miss the first part of the stream. Nope, not yet. You haven't missed one yet. You haven't missed it yet. Sounds like you're speaking a different language. Sorry. Let's see. Nope, never. I have never. Are you guys saying that you've never played a Final Fantasy game? Was that your response to that? Let's see. Anyone on a team? I've never tried it out. Sure. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, if you can find somebody to play with, that's even better. Like that's such a cool like experience to play a game with somebody. Um, let's see. Okay, yeah. Thank you for that question. That stirred a lot of. I can't believe you've never played a Final Fantasy game. Oh, there's so. I will say. I remember I started with. I think the first one I ever played was Final Fantasy 3, and then I went back and played the first one. The one that I never played was 7, which I've heard most people say is like the best Final Fantasy that was ever done. I did play Final Fantasy 10, uh, which is phenomenal. What is such a great story. So great. I played Final Fantasy 12 for a little bit, but didn't stick with it. And now, of course, Final Fantasy 14. There's so many too. There's like a gazillion of them out there. But anyways, they're really great. They, for the most part, I feel like they have good stories, and if you like RPG type games, then you might like. You would definitely love Final Fantasy for sure. Ever watched the Orville? Yes. I just saw that they finished their filming for season 3. Yeah, I I have been waiting. It has been too long since we have had a season of the Orville. I'm disappointed that it's taken this long for the season for season 3 to come out. But great show, um, great episodic stories. Just a great show. It's like it's got some humor in it because of Seth MacFarlane, but like it sticks to, and I know he's talked about this, like his love of like Star Trek and what it was and what how they used to do their episodes and stuff, and he's really like tapped in to that kind of format, which I absolutely love. I think it's wonderful. It's a great show. Good topics too, like some really like um, on point, yeah, and a lot of Star Trek actors show up. Yeah, 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 yeah. I love those cameos. It's so great. It's like a weird like reunion. Okay, so let's see. Anything else here? I feel like there was something else I was going to talk about. Oh, all the stuff that's going on. So I won't get into anything because I haven't read enough about everything. But like, just a couple quick highlights of things that I've been kind of seeing as articles. Um, poor Haiti. I don't know if you guys have been seeing the news, but they had that terrible it was like a 7.1 earthquake or something. It was ridiculous, which was just devastating. And then they're getting hit with all that tropical weather. It's just awful. So I feel so terrible for all those people. And I especially Haiti was always a tough one when they would have things happen because when I worked at Disney, there's a lot of cast members that are from Haiti, and they would be working here, but they would have family that are still living in Haiti while they were in the States working, and then kind of sending money and stuff to them. And it was just always so devastating um, to hear those stories, and it it puts it into perspective because you read these news articles or you see these things on whatever social media, and you're like, oh Haiti, like I feel so bad, but I think sometimes we just go, it's almost like a different world because it's not part of the country that we're in, or it's not a place that we've ever been, so we have no connection to it, right? And I know that sometimes happens with me when I hear about places that are dealing with crazy stuff like this. But anyway, so I always try to take a second to just think about like when there's a news thing that happens about those places and go, right, like there are so many people that are being affected by this, and like just thinking about the sadness and the devastation that they must be going through as like we are living our normal lives of not having to deal with that kind of tragedy is something to just keep in mind, right? It's also helpful to keep that in mind because it helps you to be thankful for what you have, and be thankful for the things that are in your life, even though you may have things that are not great in your life, right? There's always like it could be worse. We could be dealing with some of the things that some of these other countries are dealing with right now. So yeah, so Haiti, and then of course Afghanistan. This one I have not read a lot about because I've just been digging into some of that stuff. But my goodness, well, there's some madness happening there. And again, there's a lot of political stuff around it too, which I'm trying to stay away from. But like again, just thinking about those poor people that are like, the video I saw today was just insane of like this plane that was taking off and people were literally just grabbing onto the side of a plane and hanging on to get out of the country. Yeah, I can't even fathom. I can't even like I can't even like think about like, whoa, wonder what that's like. Like, no, there's no way. It's insane. Um so yeah, so I'm still getting caught up on some of that stuff, but oof. I just can't even imagine going through what they're going through right now. Anyways, those are the two kind of big events happening in the world that I've been made aware of. Okay, so let me go back here real quick. So Martin, you said I don't play games that much. I might try Final Fantasy if I find someone to team up with. Have to ask around and see if someone who plays it. Yes. The one thing I will say about Final Fantasy is how great the community is. I find barely any toxicity, which is common in World of Warcraft. Everybody's so helpful, and everybody's like very like it's very like pleasant. It's like there's a lot of thank yous and a lot of good games, and people will just randomly be like, "Oh, can I help you with this thing?" Or as I'm traveling around the world, like I ended up they have these like things like these they call them fates, but what it is like there'll be like let's say there's like a big monster, that multiple people will have to help try to kill. So I jumped into it, I'm like, oh, I'll help out, and all of a sudden I'm like, people are really getting hit hard. So I was like, oh, okay, let me do some heals. So I'm healing. People are dying. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm resurrecting people. Like, I'm just being like full on healer at this point in this, fate. And afterwards it was over, there was a couple people who were still, that had just died at the end, or they died right before the end of the battle. So I brought them back to life. And like multiple people were coming up and were saying they're like in the chat, they're like, oh, thank you so much for that, thank you for your help, thank you for the healing, great job. One guy was like, thank you so much, and then all of a sudden a trade window pops up and he was like giving me some items. Another person did the same thing, and I was like, okay, this community is absolutely amazing. In World of Warcraft, for the most part, when I'm usually in those situations, people die and like everybody just runs away after the fight's over with, and it's like, well, you could have resurrected them. Like, why did you just leave? It's been beautiful so far. I absolutely love it. And they're more serious about, they say this in the community on Reddit and different places, the forums and stuff. Like, if someone is toxic, you report it. And I guess the game masters, the GMs of the game, really take it seriously. And so it's like a community that is really trying to uphold people's behavior, which I think is wonderful, especially in a game with a community like that. Sorry, I have a lot to say about Final Fantasy, so I'm glad nobody plays it. So I'm glad we're talking about it right now. Sean, fun fact, the reason why it's called Final Fantasy is because it was the creator's last go for a game, as his other tries always failed, so this was his Final Fantasy. Oh, look at that fun fact. That's a good one, Sean. I like that. That's nice. Ruth doesn't enjoy turn-based RPG, so I could finally introduce her to Final Fantasy when 15 came out. Yes. I've always been kind of hit or miss with turn-based, right? And Final Fantasy has always been that way until was 12 the first one that they didn't do? I feel like 12 it was more like live fighting. Excuse me. But yeah, and 14 obviously is that way too, where it's not turn based. But that was a part that was a little hard for me growing up playing Final Fantasy. It wasn't my favorite thing, especially nowadays when there's so many that are like. I remember when I played Dragon Age for the first time. I was blown away by like oh wait, we can all just fight in this battle and we don't have to like take turns choosing what spell we want to use next. Like, oh, this is amazing. So I love those games. Those are really fun. All right. Let's see. Anything else to talk about? I don't think so. I haven't watched the new. Has anybody here? I didn't peek into the spoiler chat in the Discord because I don't want any spoilers. But has anyone seen what you call it? But What If? The new Marvel show. I know we talked about that before I was out last week, and I know some of you said you were going to watch it. Mandy, haven't seen it yet. Okay. No, New York hasn't seen. Oh my gosh, we're all in the same boat. Usually, I'm the one that's behind. Usually, everybody's like, "Come on, Ashby, let's watch it so we can all talk about it." Wow. So this one hasn't really grabbed everybody yet. Okay. Okay. Kyle, yep. I remember you talking about it. George hasn't seen it either. What? This is crazy. Interesting. I'm really okay. Cartoons don't spike that much interest anymore when compared with actual actors. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, Luke, of why like maybe there's not as big of a draw into it as like a Loki or a Scarlet Witch or anything like that. Okay, I am definitely gonna watch because I do like I love that kind of idea around like shaking up the stories or like switching out people for different stories. I think that's kind of cool. I love that like alternate universe type stuff. So I think I'm going to enjoy it, but I need to start it. Does anybody know, are the episodes, are they short? Are they like 30-minute or are they like an hour? Wouldn't read too much into it in our case. It's just been a lack of time. Yeah. I know that was kind of us. We said we were going to start watching it and we just got caught up with all the other random stuff going on. But yeah, I hope to watch it. I think it's going to be good. Okay, let me see what we got. We got a couple requests here. Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got some stuff here. So, Wheel of Accents and Impressions. Let's get this going again. Let me see if I can. Let me pull up. Last time we didn't have sound on it, and that was kind of annoying. But this time, we're going to. I don't know what's wrong with me. Let's see. Scooby doop, shooby boop, bibbidi bibbidi boop, blah, blah. All right, here we go. There's that. Just gonna minimize you, and oh no, wait, I need to see you because I need to see what the result is. Okay, here we go. Oh god, and then I just completely. The only bad thing about this wheel is that it doesn't have like a. There's not like a button. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm going to the wrong thing. Oh my god, I'm going. Oh my god, guys, I'm all over the place. I'm clicking on the wrong things. Okay, let's go back. Jesus, we'll eventually get there. I'm going to do this at some point. Life getting in the way of Marvel. I know, it's the worst, right? 22-ish minutes. Oh, that's for the. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. It's a nice quick. That's like a little snack, like a little Marvel snack. How? I don't know why it would be a snack, but whatever. Okay, let me go back to here and down to here and up to here. Okay, I need a better way to spin the wheel. There's got to be like a button, or like a command in the chat or something. Oh, I bet there is. I bet there's a way to do it. Hold on. Can somebody look that up for me? No, never mind. That's a lot of work to try and find. There's got to be like a command you can put in the chat to spin the wheel. I'm going to figure that out. We'll see how it goes. Okay, guys, here we go. It's time. Let's play Wheel of Accents and Impressions. Here we go, everybody. All right, guys, here we go. We have the Wheel of Accents and Impressions. And if this is your first time joining or you're lurking in the background and you've never seen it before, here's how it goes. On the wheel, we have a bunch of different languages. What? Languages. I did the I don't know how I did that. Languages. No, it's not even the same way. I need to go back and watch it. Anyways, a bunch of languages or like impressions or whatever on this wheel. And for spending the points, thank you, Russ, for spending those points. Ashby404, not found. I will spin the wheel, and then I've changed it just a little bit. So I'll spin the wheel, it'll land on something, and then the person who requested it, so Russ, I'm going to have you give me like a subject, and I'll give you specifics on what I'm looking for. And then I'll just do like a little scene. Or like, not a scene necessarily, but like I'll just be in the accent talking about said subject for, a couple minutes. I felt like that was more fun than me just reading from a book, because Lord knows where the conversation will go. So we'll have to see here. Oh, did I put English instead of, oh my God, I should have put British. I'm a dork. Hold on, can I change it real quick? Hold on, let me see. Look, I'm going to do this on the fly. Are you ready? Here we go. Zoop. Boom. Save it. Boom. Guys, we have updated it. We are up to date British. I can't believe I just put English. English talking normal. Can you imagine? All right, well, we've landed on English, so let's just have some conversation. All right, here we go. All right, guys, let's spin that wheel. I need the Wheel of Fortune thing, like the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see where we land. Italian. Great. Cannot wait to offend every single Italian that watches it. Oh my God. And just for the record, my Italian is more of a like Super Mario Italians. All right. Okay. Wait, it says French on yours? Oh, wait, that's so weird. You're right. Oh, what? Okay. So this doesn't make any sense at all. So my widget that's supposed to be the exact same thing on here, it shows it on Italian. That's so weird. Okay, well, anyways, I'm going to ignore that. French is what we landed on, which is also terrible. Oh my God. Okay. I cannot believe. Okay, I'm really upset by this now. This stupid thing didn't work right. All right, well, anyways, French it is. All right, I'm going to do French. Okay, Russ, can you give me a like someone's favorite place to visit, like a location. Give me a location to talk about. I would like to buy a hamburger. Hamburger? Oui, oui. Oui, oui. I would like to talk to you all about my favorite subject, which is London. In the great country, I'm falling off the wagon already. I would like to talk to you all about London. Oui? Okay. London is how you say foggy. Mm-hmm. It is the rain falls on you and you get the wet. There's a little bit of Italian in there. It falls on your face, and you get all wet. And you smoke your cigarette. That's what we do. The French we smoke. Francois is how we say it in our language. Francois. And you smoke your cigarette. And you Americans know as Pepe Le Pew. Mm-hmm. He was a French skunk. So anyways, London is a great place to visit. I don't know if I'd ever go, but there it is. So thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye. Oh, God. There were moments in there that I felt like I was getting a little bit of it, but for about 98% of the time, I feel like I don't even know what accent I was using. It was absolutely terrible. But thank you all for playing, and thank you for being here. And I hope you enjoyed the awful French. I feel like I met 5 people at once. It was me trying to be a French person speaking in English. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible. A hippie. Yeah. It was like a guy from the 60s. What a disaster. Oh, God. Is Danish accent on the wheel? No, it's not, because I don't even know what a Danish... I'd have to look that one up before I put it on the wheel. So I'll take your request, and I'll add it to my my research that I need to do. It sounds like you did the whole wheel. Oh my God. No, I will update the wheel and add and remove things as time goes on. We've only done 2 so far. We did New York, and we've done French. And oh, they were both terrible. So glad we did that. All right, anyways, that, ladies and gentlemen, was your wheel of accents and impressions. I hope you all enjoyed it. All right, let's take away the wheel. Goodbye. All right. Okay. These segments. Oh, Yorkie. Offended. There we go. You stupid soundboard. Let me try it again. Offended. There we go. There we go. Oh, Lord. Whew. Anyways, that was exciting and fun. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you guys. So I went to this place for dinner on Friday. It's called what was the name of it? It's an Irish place. It's called Friar. No, Friar. No, the Friar. Hold on, Friar Tuck. I think that's the name of it. Friar Tuck. Let me double check. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. It's just like a local. Yeah, it's called the Friar Tuck, and it's like a local Irish restaurant of some sort. But it was delicious. I really enjoyed the food. But the coolest part of it was at the very end, we were about to leave, and they have a store like dedicated to like all English food. Why it's in an Irish restaurant, I'm not sure, but it's like they had. I should have taken pictures of it because like you probably like some of you would have been like, oh my gosh, that's from our store down the street or whatever. But they had like freezer cases with bread. And I wish I could remember the name of the brand of the bread, but it was like there was loaves of bread in these freezers that I'm assuming was shipped from England somewhere. They had like shelves and shelves of food, but they had shelves of candy. I'm assuming it was all English candy. And I have a whole I restocked my bag. I spent like $30 on all this candy. So I want to try one today. I'm not even going to look at them. I'm just going to grab one. It's going to be like a grab bag. So let's see what we got here. Just going to randomly choose one. Okay. Oh, it fell out of my hand. Now I'm annoyed. Okay. Here we go. Here's one. Okay. All right. Oh my God. This is great. Okay. So this one, I loved the name of it because it represents one of our own. It's called the Yorkie. Can I get it in frame here? It's called the Yorkie. Has anybody had this before? Does anybody know what this is? And at the bottom it says raisin and biscuit. So I don't know what's going to be involved in this one, but we'll see. Yorkie, you're about to be eaten by. Oh, I got a big yes from Yorkie. All right, perfect. That's good. All right. So we're gonna try out the Yorkie bar. Wait, is that what they're called? Like, do you call them like Yorkie bars, or do you just call them like, I'm gonna have a Yorkie? I'm gonna go buy a Yorkie from the store. It's terrible. They had bad packaging before. Basically said it wasn't for women. Wait, what? These? What? Hold on. What's the story here? Hold on. It says chunky milk chocolate with raisins and biscuits. Okay, well, I imagine it's gonna have a little crunch to it with a little bit of the raisin, thing going on. Trying to see if there's any other like random things on here. Yorkie, it's not for girls. Wait, what? That's crazy. Well, now I feel like I shouldn't eat this. I feel guilty. I shouldn't eat this, like, sexist candy bar. Well, now I'm not going to like it. I'm not going to like it because you know what I don't like the flavor of? I don't like the flavor of hate. I can deal with the raisins and the biscuit and the chocolate, but I can't deal with the hate, so it's very disappointing. Anybody who has had it, did you enjoy it? Is it like something you would recommend to someone, or is it like, eh? All right, here we go. I'm gonna try it. Let's do it. The Yorkie, guys. Oh, a little bit of chocolate. Looking like, oh, it broke. Oh, it has like pieces to it. Okay. All right, here we go. Mmm. That's actually yummy. Mandy, no, they didn't allow me. This is really good. It's just basically chocolate with like a few little bits of biscuit, whatever that's referencing, little crunchy pieces, and then the raisin in it. I like it. It also tastes like it hates women, so. That's good. I like that one. The picture is worse than I thought. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to look at it now. Yorkie. Stop it. That's not real. That's photoshopped. Like, that can't be how they packaged it. You made that up. Oh, the rating. I'm gonna give this one a pretty high score because it's kind of good, and I think I would buy it like as like just off the shelf as a candy bar. I'm gonna say an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. Pretty decent. Guys, this picture is ridiculous. The ads were in jest saying they were too big for girls to eat. What? I don't understand. I don't even understand that concept. Like, they're too big to eat. Like, what? No, that's a weird campaign to sell your candy bar. Not for women. Or sorry, not for girls. Let me be specific. 8 noted, but Yorkie Gamers is a perfect 10. That's it. You are 100% correct. There's a lot of numbers we just threw around there. Okay. Charlie's good. We're good there. All right, we got a request for some evil story time, guys. I don't think we've done this. We haven't done evil story time in weeks. It's been a while. Right? I don't even remember the last time we did it. But we're going to do it today because it's been so long. Because you missed your girl? Oh, I'm so sad. Well, hopefully you'll see her today. I mean, you should. She's ready. She's ready to go. Okay, Evil Voice Story Time. Here's what we're going to do. We have our Mother Goose Treasury book. And we get to you get to pick a page, Mandy. Dylan can pick. Okay, so Dylan's going to pick a page number. We're going to double check and make sure we haven't done it before. And then we're going to bring out Betty, who's our little demon friend, and she's going to read it for everybody. So I hope you enjoy. All right, Dylan, what number we got? I'm going to finish that candy bar later. That's pretty good. I can't believe how many candy bars I have in here. It's kind of ridiculous. What's the numbers between again? 14 to 187. Boop, boop, boop. 47. 47, please. Oh. Oh, I thought I just changed the voice. Okay. All right, 47. Let's see. It has not been picked. The 47 is available. So we can do the 47. I don't know what character that is. All right. 47. Here we go. Let me just double check, make sure it is one we have not done. There it is. Okay, we have definitely not done this one. Oh, it is very short. Okay, I have too many things on my desk now. I don't have enough room for everything. Where can I put my book? Okay, there we go. Let's put it over here. All right, let's bring out Betty, guys. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't seen her in forever. She's always terrorizing children, and some of you love her. She hates everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, our Betty.
Hi, everyone. How's it going? I'm doing splendid. I hope all of you are doing awful. Need a cough drop? Do you need a cough drop? That's all I got. I'll get a little. Do you need a cough drop? Yeah. Yeah. I said it. I said it on live stream. All right, here we go. Here's your story. Yeah, you losers. The story today is called One Potato, Two Potato. One potato, two potato, three potato, four. Five potato, six potato, seven potato, more. The end. Such a waste of my time when I could be doing other things. There are people I could be tormenting. There are children I could be eating. Playing with. And we have to sit here and talk about stupid potatoes. Thanks for bringing me out here to do this awful story. Bye.
Wow, that was intense. And she just left without even... Francois, where are you? Francois, you have to play the music when she leaves. Yeah, you have to play the song. Yeah. Oh boy. I'm not feeling good about Francois, guys. I think this might be his last day. It might be the end of his career. We'll see. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he's okay. I think he's gonna be fine. But you never know. You never know with things around here, right? Okay. All right. Thank you for your Evil Voice Storytime request. Done. Check mark. We have a stretch request. My goodness, you guys are like left and right with these requests today. Okay, hold on. Where did I put the... Okay, stretching. Here we go. Guys, we have been streaming for an hour and 3 minutes. That's it. I feel like we've been streaming way longer than that. No, I guess that's it. An hour and 3 minutes. We got to do some stretching, okay? So everybody get up off your feet. I'm not going to because I'm lazy. And, stretch along. If you feel your neck's feeling a little tight. Oh, wait. Francois. Renoir. I'm sorry, Renoir. I forgot your name. Renoir, are you still there? I think he left. I think he's gone. Damn it. Whoopsie. I can't keep track of my audio technicians. They all leave. So, yeah. Offended. Oh, Lord. Oh, anyways, Renoir, Francois, they're all the same. Like, I did the French accent earlier. You guys know what I think about it. Jesus. Anyways, let's get back to Luke, your request. Let's do some stretching. Here we go. All right, guys. Gotta stretch it out. Stretch out those muscles, or stretch out your skin, stretch out your bones. Whatever it is that needs stretching out. Now's the time to do it, okay? We'll do a little neck stretching, you know. Little to the front, the sides. What else can we do? We can stretch my eyes. Do a little eye stretch. Do a little nasal stretches. Do some finger stretches. Wait, here we go. I don't know if you can hear it. I couldn't hear it. Little finger cracking. Little oh, sorry. Just oh, sorry about that. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me on our stretch session. I hope everybody feels a little bit looser, a little loosey-goosey, you know. I hope everybody is feeling good. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Oh, okay, there we go. Good. I can't believe we've gone an hour and 6 minutes without the fart sound. Okay. I don't know what Chris said, but apparently his language was a little unacceptable to BartyBot. Let's see. Anything else? Jay's yeah, that's right. Jay's not here to see my stretch. He always comes in with the stretch. Excuse me. You sure that was your fingers? I was wondering what it would even sound like in the microphone, like the ASMR. So there you have it. And I said I needed to stretch my soul afterwards. Oh. What did Betty call you? I don't remember. Oh, when she got bleeped out? Is that what it was? All right. Let's see. Oh, and Dylan has a waste your points. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan is taking 10,000 of his points and he's dumping them. Dumping them down the toilet. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all say goodbye to Dylan's points. Farewell. As they go swirly, swirly down the toilet. Thank you so much for dropping those points. Goodbye. All right. Oh, Russ just did a chipmunk voice. Oh, gosh. You're still in 76,000, Dylan? Oh, my God. That's out of control. That's so many points. I can't believe that. He's a rich boy. I don't even know. That's not the right. What is it? She's a rich girl. I can't go any further. It's Hall & Oates, right? Dylan? Oh my God. Wow. Okay, hold on. I don't have enough toilet flushes for all of this. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. He's dropping them. Here we go. 40,000 points, ladies and gentlemen. Nope, I'm just kidding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dylan, you just flushed 70,000 toilets. You just flushed 70,000 points down the toilet. Uh-oh. I think you stopped up our toilet. Uh-oh. Guys, we have some technical difficulties with our toilet. It's not going well. Let's try one more flush here. Let's see. Okay, that one made it. Okay. Woof. That's a lot of points. You were dropping some major points. Only happens to me after too many ice cream sandwiches. Oh my god, I can't believe I just acknowledged all those points gone. Wow. Okay. Not in the camper, please. Yeah, please. Oh, Chris, you missed that story. Oh god. I really wish you would have been here for that when I was telling the story about the camper and the 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 fun excursion. Basically, I won't go into like the full story, but when I was a kid, yeah, let me just give you the short story. Back when I was a child, needless to say, I was always, as a kid, I was always told, you don't poop in the camper, which, because back then, like, campers were, you just didn't do it. I mean, even today, you shouldn't. But as a kid, it was like, don't poop in the toilet. You shouldn't do it. It'll clog it up. Don't do it. So I always had to go to the bathhouse to go poop. Only number ones were allowed in the camper. So we went on our camping trip, a couple weeks ago, and I was talking to my friends about it that were with us with their camper. And they were like, no, like most of our family does it. There was one person that was like, no, I prefer to go to the bath, the bathhouse or whatever. But they're like, no, we all do it. It's fine. Okay, great. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to take a poop in the camper. It got stopped up. And it was bad. It was bad. It got to the point where like the level of the water, I'm not even say water. The level of the sewage was like basically right at the whatever that thing is called that like closes off, the little I was dumping. I put chemicals. I put every type of chemical I could find in there, like trying to like, okay, let's get this stuff broken down, And I let it sit for a couple of days because water would still seep through. Like there was still some water getting through the clog. It was a rented one. And so we could still pee in it, which we did, but it never broke. So after like the second day, my friend, he was like, hey, I've got to, because I guess they have like an extra hose that they always keep in the camper for flushing out these types of things. So we took that hose and shoved it down the pipe, and it broke up, and it was completely taken care of at that point. But I am going to stick with my lesson of like never pooping in a camper. I will just continue that till the day I die. So that was my story. It was also probably the worst smell that I've ever encountered in my life. It made me want to vomit. It was pretty bad. So yeah, that was my story of the pooping in the camper. Camper poop. All right. I'm so glad I bought that back up. Thanks for bringing that back up, Yorgi. That's great. I treat mine like a septic system. Yeah, and you bring up a good point. The fact that it's a rented one, maybe we can blame someone else. Maybe it was like there was already something stuck in there from before. We'll go with that. But I am going to say it was kind of an oversized package, if you want to put it in some sort of terms. So we'll just leave it at that. It was pretty gross. Anyways, Russ requested the chipmunk voice, and some of it wasn't my poop. Yeah, you're right. There was definitely some other people's poo in there. Kind of a mix going on. Really disgusting. Russ requested a chipmunk voice. I want to read something. Oh, Betty just showed up for the adventure. Oh my gosh. Oh, I should have done the poo story with the chipmunk voice. Oh, you're right. Missed opportunity. Oh, God, I'm such a dork. Why didn't I just do that? Let's see. What can I talk about in my chipmunk voice? The last time we had this problem, I just read I read something from Shakespeare. Is there something I could read that would be funny in the chipmunk voice? Like I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's see. Everyone died by Betty. Well, way to go, guys. Way to be killed by all of them. The Taken monologue? Oh gosh. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Taken monologue. Ooh, okay, here we go. The Taken speech. Oh, here it is right here. Okay, cool. This was easy. All right, I found it. All right, I'm going to do, okay. So I'm going to do the chipmunk voice, and I'm going to read, this is the monologue, the little speech that Liam Neeson does when he's on the phone talking to the terrorists in the movie Taken. All right? So, Russ, this is for you. Okay, here we go. Yes. All right, here we go. Let me get...
Let me get my voice in the right. Me. All right, here we go. I need to like have a phone on me or something. I'll use my pipe. I don't know what kind of phone this is. Okay, here we go. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you. Okay.
I can imagine that was super intimidating. Not only because I read it, but also because we read it in the chipmunk voice. So there you go. Thanks, Russ. Thanks for the request for the chipmunk voice. Ruth is killing herself laughing. Oh, God. I was confused when I was holding the... I didn't have a phone. I needed... Me, as an actor, needed a prop in my hand, and this was the closest thing that I had to a phone. It was, I'm sure it added a lot. It added more of a humor element to it than anything. Ah, goodness. Anyways, thank you for that request. That was a fun one. What are we at? Oh gosh, we have time, guys. What do we want to talk about now? I'm trying to think if there was anything else that kind of happened. That Yorkie bar is still in the back of my throat. It's like a pipe down, guys. It was just a pipe dream. Get out of here. Never saw that in the movie. So intimidating. Don't I have a mic? Oh my God, I do have a... I could have used this as a prop. Hold on. Let me get my... Although this is probably not as intimidating either. Like, hold on. Just, shoot. Excuse me. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. I don't remember the monologue. But I will find you. And I will kill you. That was my reenactment. Thank you, everybody. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, the whole accent was completely different. Like, I regret my face with that. Yeah, like this is... I will find you. Thank you for calling customer service. This is, I don't even know my name. Thank you. Goodbye. Zoop. Oh, God. Has anybody ever worked in a call center? I did. I worked in a call center at Disney for a bit. It's like the craziest... And the craziest thing is, so Disney, if you're not aware, when you... Why do we even have the impression redemption? I know. I'm always going into accents and ridiculousness. Oh, Karen. Oh, that's what I should have said. You're right. When I do it, it sounds a lot... it sounds like better with a a what? Oh, cactus. It sounds like Betty with a cactus stuck in her throat. Thank you for correcting your typing because I could not understand what I was reading. I'm like, sounds like better with a cactus. Yeah, Chris is probably way more intimidating than I am. My voice does not get into that range. I mean, I can get low, but it sounds awful when I do it because it's so forced. It's awful. But what were we about to talk about? Oh, customer service. Yeah. So I was a call center person when I worked in guest relations. There was like you would get shifts to like help with dining reservations. The crazy thing about it was that you get assigned a name, um, and they never have like the same every single person that has ever worked in it, they get a name and they never reuse the name. At least when I was there. I don't know if they've gotten to the point where they have to, because like now they're at the names of like, hi, thanks for calling. This is 2478. um, but my name when I was there was no, it was Hawthorne. The name assigned to me was Hawthorne. Also, I was like, really? There's an Ashby out there? But anyways, they gave me the name Hawthorne. So if you ever called to make a Disney reservation and you spoke with Hawthorne, that was me. Call center where you ask people to pay a real million rupees to fix the virus on their computer. No, it was just for dining reservations at Disney. So posh. I know. I thought when they gave me the name, I was like, Hawthorne. Like, I need to be like, I wanted to be like British or something. Because, hello, thank you for calling the Walt Disney World Reservation Center. This is Hawthorne. How may I assist you today? I wanted to give like a whole backstory. Like if people started to ask like questions or... these are all things that I wanted to do and I never did. I really wish I did, because I wanted to just be like, oh, yes, Hawthorne, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you want to go to the Hoop-Dee Review? Oh, that's so fantastic. Me and the family, we've been to the Hoop-Dee Review. I have a wife and 4 kids. We came over from England, and yeah, we quite enjoy the Walt Disney World. It's quite lovely. But now I work for Disney, and it's fantastic. But I couldn't do it. People would say, like, do it. Like, do an impression for one of your calls, because, like, you'll never talk to these people ever again, and they don't know who you are. I couldn't do it. I didn't have enough like gumption to do some sort of voice or put a story behind them. I will say it was kind of a fun. It was like mostly boring, because you're just like, you'd answer the phone and then you'd be like, hi, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, let me set up your reservation. Oh, it's booked. Big surprise. How about this other thing that you wanted to do? And you would do lots of that. But there was one lady I remember talking to, and she was like an older lady who I don't know why she got put in charge of it, but she was like in charge of the vacation. Here's grandma, and then like her kids and like the grandkids and like what, and they let her put this whole thing together. And I was like, okay, shame on the family for doing that, because like it can be daunting to organize a travel and reservations and things. So anyway, she got on the phone and she basically was at the beginning was just like, told me the story of how she's bringing the whole family, and she's like, I don't know what to do. So I became like her vacation planner of like, all right, so here's what we're going to do. Let's figure out what days you're going to go to what parks, what restaurants you want to do, to the point where like, I wasn't even making reservations for things. I was just saying like, okay, so you're going to go to Magic Kingdom on this day. Cool. So we're going to set you up for lunch with this reservation. But what I want you to do is on breakfast, you're going to go to this place. And for dinner, you're going to go over here. I was on the phone with her for, I think the total time was like an hour and 15 minutes to maybe an hour and a half. It was the longest phone call I'd ever been on in my life. But by the end of it, I felt like $1 million. I felt like good for me that I was able to help this woman, this poor old lady who had no idea what Disney even was. That's an exaggeration, but she really had never been to Walt Disney World before, so she didn't even know what to do. It was the best conversation, and I loved it so much. What do you guys say? That was actually a pretty decent accent. I didn't see the thing about it was I wasn't even thinking about it. I just did it, and it was more natural. My problem is I over exaggerate them, and they turn into these awful stereotypical accents. Anywho, my British accent, it's okay. It's not too bad. I don't mind it. Sometimes I'll go into some weird, it's like off the wall British accent. I don't even know what area this is from. I feel a little bit of a drunk. me working for DVC with actual guests who have, right? Yeah, I can't even imagine like them showing up to the ticket counter, or oh my gosh, the vacation club. Yeah, like I just like, but that's just me because I'm like I'm a planner and I want to have everything like ready to go and like schedule. Like I know what I wanted to do, but like I couldn't imagine if you showed up at the like ticket. Like you're like, hi, I'd like to buy tickets for Disney. Okay, could you be a little bit more specific? Nope, because I really don't know anything about this. So, I can't even imagine. Ugh. Karens love it when I park my dually in 2 spots. Oh my god, I'm sure they do. But listen, to be honest, that size truck, you can't park in 1 spot, or you can, but you risk like cars like squeezing in next to you, and it's my truck. Like I don't have that problem, but it's like at the max of like how long a parking space is and how wide a parking space is. So I have to like, I got to get it like right in the right spot. And in those moments, I hate it because I'm like, and so I always park to like the back of parking lots. I can't stand it. I don't want my car to be all, or my truck to be all scratched up. When you usually do the British accent, you always act as if you're Gandalf. That's true. It does go very like, it's like an older English person. Mine just sits on the lines of the spot, both sides. Ugh. Sit into, yeah. I couldn't deal with like, I get so nervous about people parking next to me because every vehicle I've had, I always end up with scratches. And sure enough, the truck has already gotten a like a light scratch on the passenger side from somebody with a door. It's so annoying. Luckily, I was kind of able to clean off. It was just like a surface mark, so it's pretty much gone. There's like a little bit there, but nothing crazy. Well, guys, we're hitting that 4 o'clock mark. I guess I better wrap things up here. I think Charlie is, she's up. Yep, she's up and about, ready to go. A few years ago, when someone intentionally opened their door into my door. Oh, no. That is awful. I kicked their door in while they watched. Oh, God. Can you imagine, Chris? That'd be a scary scene. And he said, I wish I had the speech back up. I don't know you, but I will find you and I will kill you. Oh, Lordy. Well, guys, listen, it's super great to be back. I'm glad we got to do just a fun little chat session today. If Disney were in the UK, hi, I'm planning a trip with my family and I'm not sure what I'm doing. Click. But would it be like what we've talked about before? Like where it's like like they'd hang up and be like, no, I'm sorry. Let me help you. Anyways, okay, let me wrap this up. So good to be back. I'm so glad that I'm here. Do you drive an automatic? I do. I love that, like, I do drive an automatic. Is that what you're asking? Yes. I was taught how to drive in a stick shift, a manual. And I had 2 cars that were manual transmission, but really in the US anymore, they're all automatic. Like it's hard to find manual transmissions, or unless you specifically request them, or if it's a particular type of vehicle that is specializes in needing a manual transmission. But yeah, most of it's automatic anymore. But I do know how to drive a stick shift. What am I doing? I'm leaving. Right. That's why I asked, like in Europe, I think it's still common. Yeah, that's what I've heard that. I've heard that like in other countries, it's still like when I was in China, every car was a manual transmission. And I had heard that like other countries around the world were the same. Us US people, automatics. That's the thing. As long as you learn how to do it, I think it's important. I think it's an important skill that shouldn't be lost. Like, I want to make sure, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want to make sure that, like, my daughter, when she learns how to drive, that she can drive a stick shift. Honestly, I learned more about like shifting and the clutch and things of that way from being on the farm with my grandfather. Like tractors and different types of farm equipment, they all have, you know, manual transmissions. So I learned kind of on that, and then he had an old truck that was a manual transmission that I learned on, and then all of his vehicles at that time were manual. So that's kind of why I learned, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I learned how to drive on a manual transmission. Okay, good conversation. I like talking about that. But I do need to go, so I guess I need to wrap this up. Okay, I'm gonna have to close the floor. No more questions, please. No more questions. Wait, is auto easier? Yes, in the sense of like driving a vehicle, especially like in traffic and things like that. Automatics are just wonderful, but like I think there's elements of just feeling more like you're driving when you have a manual transmission than an automatic, but that's just my opinion. Okay, that's the last question, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to wrap this up. Hold on. Excuse everybody. This is your announcer, Karen, and I'm just here to say that questions are ended. There will be no more questions today. We're going to end the stream. Thank you for coming. Thanks, Karen. Thanks for jumping in there. No more questions. Answers, because I know. I can't help it. I like hanging out with you guys and talking about random stuff. All right, guys. Like I said, glad to be back. Glad we're jumping back into streams. I'll be back tomorrow again. I really want to just keep playing Valheim again because it was so much fun. So it may just be Valheim for the next couple days. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Also talking about Final Fantasy has... but I feel like nobody here cares about it, so I probably won't drive it, but whatever. I mean, play it. But we'll stick with Valheim for now. So I'll be back tomorrow for some Valheim. Guys, listen, wherever you are, have a great afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time of day it is for you. And we'll do this all over again tomorrow, right? Yeah, tomorrow. So listen. Uh-oh. I just clicked on a button that completely messed everything up. Oh, dear. 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 I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'm good now. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I will see you all tomorrow. Remember, be kind, be compassionate, and be yourself. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you all tomorrow.